Mabuhay, Mr. Jun Sales. Welcome to Mabuhay TV. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you very much, Lourdes, and to Mabuhay TV for this opportunity to share something about my organization.
Yes, we are very happy to have you here. So can you tell us about caring for Environment of Manitoba? Tama ba?
Caring for Our Environment Manitoba.
Manitoba.
Yes. Our organization, Caring for Our Environment Manitoba, it's a registered nonprofit organization with Manitoba companies. Was established in 2017 on World Environment Day, June 5th. So we are celebrating our 7th founding anniversary this year, and our vision is a society that is net zero carbon emissions, sustainable and equitable, wherein lifestyle and consumption patterns respect the carrying capacity of our environment. So I've said net zero carbon emissions. That means to say that that pertains to a situation where the global emissions reductions, global emissions of carbon dioxide resulting from burning of fossil fuels, coal, oil, and gas, and even the cutting of trees are counterbalanced by the same amount of carbon that is captured from the atmosphere as they are released into it. And so at net zero, there's still some carbon emissions, but these are counterbalanced by the same amount that is captured from the atmosphere. So in the final analysis, that's the resulting situation there is zero emissions.
Okay, so that is really the mandate for CEM are the goal to have the zero emission in our air.
Yes, and then also sustainable. I mentioned the term sustainable. That means to say, that's the concept of sustainable development, which means it's a development pathway where current generation meets their own needs without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. So, and then equity also, equitable, meaning to say there's equity between generations, the present and future generations, and equity within generations and between genders.
Are you most focused on the Filipino community, or you also do projects in several communities?
We're open to other groups as well. So, but mainly for now, we are focused on the Filipino community.
Okay, thank you. So, can you tell us yung other projects ng CEM that aims to engage, our kababayan to the activities ng CEM?
Okay, we participate in events like the Manitoba Filipino Street Festival, and also food trip kitchen or food trip market, and where we link those organizations and business entities with Recycle Everywhere, Manitoba Multi-Material Stewardship Manitoba, or MMSM, and Green for Life Environmental, or GFL, to promote waste recycling and reduction. So we help them deploy recycling bins at the event site so that the guests, participants are able to segregate their waste.
This is a great venue to promote it, diba? Because there's in a grassroots level and at the same time, real application.
Yes, right. And we are also involved in backyard composting. And so we are in partnership with Green Action Center. So we hosted a training on backyard composting last year, and then there were many other some individuals that participated in this project.
So do you also do anything with the recycling of appliances or anything ng mga electrical Is that also part of, do you have activities that involves, kasi parang I saw one activity before where they donate or they surrender yung mga unused nilang electrical appliances.
Yes, we link up with Manitoba. This was this group that was engaged in electronic recycling, and
Yes.
we partnered with them. Actually, the lead for that project is also a member of our Caring for Our Environment. So we collaborated and to promote what we call this electronic recycling. Used electronics, and also we held a CEM talk. I mean, CEM talk. It's patterned after the TED talk. So it's a online. At the time there was COVID, so we hosted that online conversation around electronic waste recycling, because there's a lot of old electronics there, hanging out in our garage, in our basement, that can be recycled actually, because to be able to conserve our natural resources. Otherwise, and then they might end up in landfills and other water bodies, whatever out there, and that can cause environmental harm or harm to the environment and human health.
What are the challenges in what to you is the most worrying, like most to you stands out that has to be addressed like right away?
Over the past decade or so, we have been experiencing the impacts of changing climate, and climate change is a defining issue of our generation. It is the greatest threat to humanity. And so we have experienced flooding, wildfire. Last year there was, we had this record-breaking temperatures that caused widespread wildfires across the country. And so it's really very concerning, and we really need to take action. And addressing that climate change requires new ways of thinking, new ways of doing things. So we need to look at the ways we use and develop and consume finite natural resources. So because those resources, such as, when we have a cell phone, we just, when there's a new model, just dump it and then replace it with a new one. So we really need to, there are some components there, metallic and other,
that can be
mineral elements that can be recycled, reused.
So really the climate change is what is most concerning for you right now above all the issues of our environment. And I think that's relevant because right now, I don't know why, we have a very, very warm winter. So I would say that will probably be an effect. And there are also some extreme weather across the world, right? That some countries are experiencing weather that they've never had before. Right? So I think, I agree that, those are the climate change is one of the very concerning issues right now.
There are many ways to contribute to the solution. There's a need for transformative solutions, talagang wide-ranging, societal, across government, across different sectors. Right. So it's really a change in mindset, and So for instance, we can we should conserve water, electricity when we are not using our TV. We can put it off, and then also we can take active transportation, bike, walking, and that's actually good forms of exercise.
We are Filipinos here in Winnipeg. There's 80,000 of us here Filipinos. With yung different culture from the Philippines in here, kasi sa Philippines, we don't really have a very solid garbage, a waste system. But here we do. So now, how do you translate that sa ating mga kababayan to educate them that here we have this option and this opportunity to take care of our environment compared to Philippines? How do you do that?
We participate, as I said, in those events, the annual summer events of Manitoba Street Festival, Food Trip Festival, to be able to promote waste recycling reduction. And then we also hold awareness sessions at schools. But we have limited resources too and capacity. But much as we'd like to really, expand and scale up our activities, so we are limited by our own resources. We're part-time volunteers, and so we're trying to leverage funding from external funding from city. And so we are trying to explore those opportunities.
Now, how do you think, like as a regular person, we can support like CEM, because it is a good cause, and this is for our future, for our children, and it's like everybody will benefit. If I cannot, say, actively participate or be part of the CEM, like what are the other things I could do to help?
Well, you can check out our website and our social media accounts, Caring for Our Environment for Sustainable Prosperity, and then we are also on Instagram, Caring for Our. Just search Caring for Our Environment Manitoba, and you'll find our messages there, any information in relation to our advocacies.
So any upcoming project for CEM this summer, like summer is coming, I'm sure there's going to be many opportunities for people to know more about what CEM does.
Yeah, we're actually participating in the March 2 concert of Forever that will be held at Country Club.
Transcona.
Transcona Country Club.
Yes.
Yeah, right, on March 2. So we will be there to hand out recyclable, reusable bags, other promotional materials to promote waste recycling, and then also promote our organization, and also recruit volunteers and members who will help us advance our advocacies.
Yeah, that's good to know. So you are open to anything like collaborating and partnering with any organization?
Yes, we are open to partnering with them, collaborating, and then we can link them up with our partner organizations to Recycle Everywhere, MMSM, and GFL to be able to promote waste recycling, waste reduction.
So with the little kids right now, kasi it all starts as a habit, right? What do you, on your personal what would you recommend for us parents to teach our kids for them to develop the habit in to take care of our environment?
Yeah, I would suggest that parents should teach their kids to segregate the waste, and then also be more conscious of switching off the lights and TV and other electrical appliances when they are not in use, and then walk more often. Walk them to school, and then so that instead of taking the car, if it's during warmer weathers, pwede silang just go out there walking and do some errands.
Yeah, but lead by example.
Yes, right.
Sometimes we tell our kids you have to do this, but then we don't do it, and then it's not as effective. But thank you so much, Mr. June, for coming here at Mabuhay TV. And is there any message that you want to tell to our community about the organization and about to encourage everyone to support?
Okay, thank you very much, Lourdes and Mabuhay TV, for inviting us to this interview. And so we'd like to invite you to our events. We participate in litter cleanup, we do waste recycling, and we're also planning to hold awareness session at school, one of the schools in Winnipeg. So feel free to check out our website, Caring for Our Environment, to see
the activities that are lined up for this year.
Okay, thank you so much. Maraming salamat. At we'll see you again on our next episode of Mabuhay TV.